We are back at it again here with another video to invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Mullen stock, slightly dipping lower and pulling itself back up towards the end of the day. And it was not the only stock that reacted this way, pulling downwards and bouncing back towards the end of the day. The overall market did as well, and our SPY bot since 8:30 a.m. sent us out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, things continue to go lower into the bell, and even minutes after the bell, put options went up 200% plus within minutes, guys. And this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, our SPY bot, QQQ bot, and newly released Tesla bot. And we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets in either direction. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize within the volatility by receiving that clarity and edge over the charts. So here we are with Mullen stock holding itself up, trying to find support and get itself back up to today's highs and yesterday's highs. We're going to talk about key levels in today's video, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with the one stock I was watching this morning, and that was RVSN. And we mentioned it in the pre-market under a bull indicator and pushing itself up in the pre-market nearly 10 to 20% plus. Sitting sideways, did another 10% plus move up towards the bell, pull back down, and then it got that bull indicator and strength on 42 vision, giving a highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Mullen stock trying to find support and bring itself back up, as I stated earlier in the video. But before we break it all down, let me pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize within the volatility in either direction within the charts by receiving the clarity and edge 42 vision brings to the charts and within the market's volatility. So here we are with Mullen stock. It is now under a bear indicator again, and there's been a lot of volatility the last several days, switching from bull to bear pretty quickly, and the bear indicators outlasting and pushing even lower than the bull indicators have moved, right? You could see it here again happening, and in the previous one as well. Now, that's just within the volatility of the 30-minute. We need to look at the bigger picture and what's going on. But when you zoom out, every single time we hit white with red borders in the last 3 times, there's been 2, and this is the 3rd. There tends to be a reversal, and I always state white with red borders is the dip area, and the rip areas are bright green and sometimes don't reach it, and they only reach up to dark green, right? And you could see those moves right there every single time. Sometimes it's weaker than others, sometimes it's stronger, and right now we're in the transition of going from white with red borders into dark green, trying to hold itself up even though it's under a bear indicator. It's going to take a lot more momentum for this to continue, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And it's almost formed a triple bottom here for as long as it stays above key support levels. And that's what we are going to look at on the 30-minute. But let's look at the 4-hour as well in the bigger picture and the 1 day. So on the 4-hour, this has been under a bear indicator since $2.51. As it was going up, if no bull indicator popped up, I always said this in every single video, and this bear indicator did not get canceled out, and this shifted back into red or eventually white with red borders. This could go into further weakness, and here we are all the way down in the ones. Now, in this area, it has not hit white with red borders anymore. It's just been shifting between red with green borders and red back and forth, trying to hold itself up in this consolidation. But in the bigger picture, we're under a bear indicator. It's going to take a lot more movement to the upside for a possible bull indicator to happen and cancel out this bear indicator, and also transitions into dark green bars, which we have not seen yet on the 4-hour. Now, when we head over to the 1-day, you could see that things are still under a bear indicator since way up here at the 230s, and it is slightly leveling off, right? This curve is no longer as steep. It's kind of leveling off here, trying to flatten out and find a support. But all it takes is much more weakness breaking through support levels for this to go even further and have that bear indicator continue to dominate and possibly hit white with red borders. Now, when you zoom out, the last time a bear indicator happened was way up here at $11, and it lasted all the way until this stock went below $1. So super important to realize that if you look at the bigger picture here and you look at this smaller picture here, this could be a representation in a smaller scale of this bigger picture. We still haven't hit white with red borders, but one thing that did happen here is when it tried to level off, it went even steeper. Right now, in this whole entire leveling off, it is seeming to hold itself up, and we want strength to bring it back up, eventually get a bull indicator and cancel out this bear indicator. Now, when we hit that dip area and things started to reverse, and one of the first times we talked about Muln stock, everyone was asking about it back in March here on the channel, was right here at this white with red borders, and when it dipped down to about 74 cents, when it reversed back up and it got that bull indicator, this stock went from below $1 in a full transition from white with red borders to bright green all the way up to $4.20. Very interesting move, and it goes to show how the bull indicators and bear indicators are extra layers of confirmation, and the transitions of seeing the dips and the rips are right there with 42 vision. And that's what it does on all time frames, whether it's 4-hour, 1-day, 30-minute, 15-minute, if I pull up the 15-minute, 5-minute, and so forth. I mean, this right here was the dip area, touched it again here around these levels at 122, and it jumped up to 130, nearly almost 10% in a matter of minutes. So it's all about being able to clearly see those dips and those rips. And same thing here, it went from 121 all the way to 134, nearly 10% to 15% in a day and a half as a swing trade. So when we look at the chart, we're always looking for those extra layer of confirmations, those dip areas and the rip areas, and where we stand. So in the bigger picture, we're under bear indicators. In the volatility here on the 15-minute, we're under a bear indicator, and on 42 vision, it's trying to transition back up. For this to continue, the stock needs to break above yesterday's high, 134, and then the next level's up here at around 137, 138, give or take. Those are the key levels to the upside right now in a much more narrow stretch. If that's accomplished, the next level is the most recent high here of 145 before things rejected back down to these levels, right, in the last several days. But to the downside, we have hit this area about 3 times, and this is a very important support level, and we're seeing some strength here unless it gets broken through, and that's 121, 122, give or take. And below that is 120. The most recent low was 116. So 120 is a key support level in between 122, the 121 area, and the 116 area. So just to round it up and down and keep it right in the middle of it, all 120 is a key support level. If it gets broken through, 116 is the next level, and then below that is all the way down here towards $1. those are the key levels to the downside. But right now, the bulls are fighting and holding this one up. It's not going down steeply like it did right here, if not sitting sideways, and it's going to take some momentum for it to come back up in volume. Volume has been pretty low. The last 10-day average 10-day volume was 53 million, and recently it's been 41 million per day based off of the data showing today. So super important to watch volume, and also the bulls to not allow this to go any lower. If not, push up and break through these resistance levels and turn them into supports. And to receive clarity within the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and there's many more bots on the way to get connected to the Discord. It sends us direct notifications to give us that edge and clarity within the charts, and you can receive this edge and clarity that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on the opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. You can now gain access to these resources and join the members using these resources, receiving that edge and clarity within the volatility to the markets, whether stocks are jumping up, going down, bearish or bullish. No FOMO, no chasing, just focused on what really matters and maximizing within those moves. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make